lives. I'm Mark Fidgett with your #1 source for real mortgage advice. Before I start today's video, I want to just mention a quick disclaimer. What I'm going to tell you today is strictly my own personal opinion. As you know, in any industry, there's the good and then there's the not so good. So today's video is going to try to mitigate any chances you have of picking the not so good. Having said that, the topic of today's video is how to pick a realtor, a good realtor. So maybe you thought about it, and maybe you thought you might grab one from one of these, your local real estate weekly. Maybe you've looked in one and you say, you know what, I'm going to pick the person with the biggest picture. Or maybe the one with the most listings, because that sure looks like they must know what they're doing. Or maybe you've got one of these beasts lying around, yellow pages. Maybe you're going to look under realtor and you're going to pick something out of here. Or better yet, maybe you've seen a picture on a bus bench or a bus driving by. Well, the bottom line is we're going to talk about two things today. We're going to talk about you wanting to sell your house and you're wanting to buy your house. Before I get into it, I want to say that the best way to pick anybody in any industry is by referral. An introduction from somebody that you care about to someone they trust, someone that they've had a great experience with. So now that I've said that, let's talk about wanting to sell your home. I think you're going to agree with me that gone are the days where you simply pick up your phone, call a realtor, they come over, they stick a for sale sign in your lawn, and then they take a couple of calls and they've got multiple offers and your home sells for over your listing price. Well, my opinion, those days are gone. Now more than ever, you need a real estate agent who is going to work like a pit bull for you, that knows the market inside and out and really knows how to market. So how are you going to find one? Well, like I said, by referral is the best way, but you need to find someone in your area that really specializes in that particular city, your neighborhood. Now, lots of them are going to say, you know what, I specialize in Vancouver, Surrey, Richmond, Tsawwassen, Abbotsford. They can't. They really have to specialize in the area that they work in. Now let's talk about if you want to buy a home. And I want to tell you a story because it's really going to emphasize the reason you need to have your own realtor. Now, lots of times this scenario can work out well, and it's worked out well in the past. But let me give you an example. For instance, you've got a long weekend coming up. Maybe you're out driving around with your wife, fiance, significant other, and you stumble upon an open house and you decide to go in. And there's a realtor there and he greets you or she greets you with a great smile. And typically that realtor is the realtor that has listed the home. And he or she says to you, you know what, do you have a realtor? And you respond saying, no, you know, I don't. We're just out looking and we drove in here. And he says, okay, well, I can write an offer for you if you like this place. And you're so taken with the place and you're excited and you don't want to lose it, so right away you say, okay, let's write an offer. Well, I want to explain two things today. I want to explain the way the commission structure is set up for realtors and what a dual agency is. So when somebody lists their home for sale, the owner of that house has two commissions incorporated that they have to pay. They have to pay the realtor that they hire to sell the house. Then they also have to pay the realtor that brings the buyer. So if you've walked into this open house and that same realtor is going to sell it, he's going to double end it. That means he's going to make the first commission, which is the listing commission, and he's also going to make the selling commission. So why do I think this can't work? Well, if you're like me and you want to sell your house, you want to make sure that you've got a realtor that's going to work like a pit bull for you, that's going to have your best interest at heart, that's going to negotiate the best deal for you. Well, if I've got a realtor that's looking for a house for me, I want the exact same thing. I want a realtor who's going to work like a pit bull for me, that's going to have my best interests at heart. Well, you know what? Truthfully, my personal opinion is I think it's a slight conflict of interest, if you will. I don't think the same realtor can do the same job for both. And you know what? That's free for you anyway. So why wouldn't you have your own realtor? Don't discount what a realtor does because it doesn't cost you. Because you know what? I can tell you the amount of paperwork that they deal with, the amount of different professionals that they have to deal with in the process, you want to make sure that you've got a great realtor working for you. So how do you pick one? Once again, by referral and introduction. Talk to people that have sold a house, that have bought a house. Call me, I'll give you a referral. But remember, don't discount this because they're very important. They know what they're doing, and this is what they do for a living. Remember, it's as easy as 604-273-2002 on the web at www.notapennydown.com. You got a long weekend coming up. Get out there, enjoy the sunshine, go look at some homes, but make sure you got a great realtor representing you. Take care.